Tonight on Time for the Show, Fit Julie finds out that the bananas in France fit just like the ones back home. Dr. Fox flies a plane over Spain in the rain to find out what all the fuss is about. And Reverend Pease takes a stack of paint swatches to Greenland to beat Pantone to the punch. All of this and more, because it's time for the show!
Time for the show!
Time for the show. Time for the show. Time for the show. Time for the show.
Time for the show!
Time for the show.
Baby, it's time for the show.
Broadcasting live from the former capital of the future Spanish Empire. Am I saying that backwards? It's the future capital of the former Spanish Empire. It's going to be both by the time the universe turns into a big chocolate butthole in the middle of nowhere. It's time for the show. It's Mesa, Arizona's second favorite AM show in the AM. And I am Fid Chuli, bringing it to you hot. And of course, I couldn't do it without my rads and calm. We got Dr. Fox right over there. Oh, wait, he's over there on the other side. Hey, Fox.
Das Badanya.
I'm going to ask Rock what that means later. And of course, there is Reverend Pease.
I want to thank you, Fid Chuli, for making sure that this family-friendly podcast got off to a good start on this wonderful platform of YouTube by describing an animate part of your body as if it was some kind of Easter treat. So that's good job on you to sticking to the good format. Way to go.
You can say the B word. I think
I'm
you can
not
say the
saying
B
any
word.
words. You're not been pre-approved, and I've only got 17 words that I am allowed to say according to this episode.
Well,
And I'm gonna-
it's already off to a rough start. I barfed. Is that a B
Yeah, I
word I
heard
can
that.
say? I barfed right before the show started, man. So
But you told me but at first you thought, oh, that's just because I'm in Florida.
it's because somebody told me you were in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude! I power chugged a Red Bull right before the show, and I coughed because I got really big, fat, thick with 2 C's tonsils and a
Is
really
that-
thick
Is that your
uvula.
go-to? Is that your go-to energy drink? A lot of the kids like the Ghost. Some of them are Monster Kids. There's other brands out there, but so your go-to, your Red Bull, you're old school in it, right?
Not
That's like
anymore.
a grandpa energy
Not
drink.
anymore. Not anymore. I slammed it. It made me cough. That made me gag because of my monstrous endocrine mouthfuls that I have in the back of my throat. You know what they say about guys with big endocrine organs, right? It's been said a million
They
times.
should go see a doctor. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what some of them have said. They're just jealous.
Yeah. But now I get. Here's the thing, Dr. Fox. Same question. What's your energy drink of choice? Do you black coffee?
Yeah, I just get some creatine powder and just mix it up with pure granulated sugar, and I just scoop it raw.
Do you know what I heard goes good with that?
No,
Beef tallow.
it's the wave of the future. The kids are crazy for the tallow. It's tallow mania out there.
I'm telling you. Tallow,
And
the
a little
undiscovered
milk.
fat. It's what kept my grandpa young. That and smoking 13 packs of cigarettes.
Well, what was it? William Shatner turned 95 and posted a picture of him smoking a cigar today. So it's just right there. It goes to show you that, big health, they're trying to pull the wool over on your eyes. In fact, I think if anything is going to be said tonight that would get us deplatformed, it would be me endorsing any kind of tobacco product. So, moving on, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's viewer mail. Time for the mail call. Or female call, wherever you come from. We'll just pick up a big old envelope of them days. This is for everybody. And you, kids at home, can send your email to email@timefortheshow.com, just like this listener did. You guys ready for the mail? Are you ready?
I'm going to vomit again.
We're moving right along. I am ready.
Here we go. Dear Time for the Show, I have been a dedicated listener for a while now, and I enjoy blasting episodes through my outdoor speaker on warm evenings while pretending to do yard work. Lately, I've noticed a very strange pattern. Every time I play your show at a decent volume outside, earthworms start emerging from the soil like brain-blitzed hippies vying for the front row at a sold-out gig.
Yeah.
Within minutes, the lawn is hosting its own wriggling mosh pit. Is this some kind of subliminal call to action encoded in the absurdity? Did one of you accidentally invent a worm summoning frequency during a late-night radio takeover? Or is this just the universe's way of saying the indigenous earthworm population has finally found its podcast of choice? I'd love to know your theories. In the meantime, I'm considering rebranding my backyard as Wormstock26 and selling tickets. Keep the chaos coming, and maybe warn the worms about the herbicides. And that's from Gale Forcewind of Toadsuck, Arkansas.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
interesting.
Here's the answer. Somebody's pranking you, man. I've done this before, okay? When I was in band class in high school, as a percussionist, I'm in the back of the room near the vent with those triangular folding windows. And in the summertime, all the bees would die inside the slits of the vent, and there was a kid that sat in front of me with a big afro, and I would just throw the dead bees into his afro.
Delightful child you must be, Fitchu.
And then I would tap him on the shoulder and I'd say, "Hey man, your head is generating dead bees again." So yeah, this worm thing, this is right out of my playbook. I like the cut of this guy's jib. I want to know who this dude is. Because I think we could work together.
What say you, Peas?
Well, here's the thing. I think it's pretty obvious what's happened here. And anybody who's seen Time for the Movie, starring the Peas, would know that, of course, that at one point in time, Dr. Science and Dr. Fox, Fitchuli put RFID chips in me. And whenever I pee, the RFID comes out of me. Now, I pee a lot of different places from time to time, and I'm sure the worms have gotten a hold of these little teeny tiny RFID chips and have now used them to mutate and advance the worm genus or worms, mollusks or something. Anyway, it's moved that entire generation of animals that much closer to their own sentient stock, and they've now become the equivalent of deadheads. They're looking for a concert to hang out. They're probably dancing at that guy's house for that. But this is all explainable if you'll just go watch the wonderful, delightful, award-winning movie starring the Peas and some other guys.
Yeah. A few other folks show up in that film.
Yeah.
I found it just apt that our biggest listening audience is earthworms, and they ain't got no ears, so it makes them the perfect candidate to listen to Time for the Show.
Didn't they initially jump on the Time for the Show bandwagon when the X-Day game came out? Isn't a worm a major character in that game?
In the X-Day game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean the wandering character in the game is kind of worm flesh colored.
There you go.
You know,
Is it a coincidence? I think not.
Just wriggling around.
Our worm listenership dropped dramatically after Earthworm Jim got a sex change operation and became Earthworm Shim.
Shim.
Oh, that'll never happen. That guy is not. He doesn't play that.
Yeah, you're right. The creator of that game. What's his name? Tenon Apple or something like that? Yeah.
Yep. I bet you he'd do the show. We should ask him to be on the show. He'd be an interesting guy.
Okay, creator of Earthworm Jim, if you're listening right now,
I'm sure that he is. He's in Hungary, so of course he's listening.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Earthworm they them.
Earthworm them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jim,
missed that one.
Don't invite him on the show if you're going to ask him that question.
We're gonna let P settle this one. Which one should I went with? Earthworm Shim or Earthworm them? They them.
I think that the they them is funnier because it resonates with more people. I think the she shim is funny, but only to the select group of people that use she shim pronouns, which is like 4 people. So I'm sure they busted up laughing like motherfuckers. but yeah, we're trying to go for a broader audience. We had a meeting about it.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, you're listening to Time for the Show. When we come back, it's your favorite part, the rhetoric of negativity. Keep listening. Hungry again? What's in the fridge? Do you really want to get out a frying pan? Face it, cooking is a waste of time, and trips to the grocery store involves putting on clothes. That's where we come in. We're Hello Flesh, the raw protein delivery service. Now, instead of exposing your food to chemicals inside conventional cookware and risking burns from ovens and stovetops, you can join dozens of other people in the fastest growing food trend in northern Arizona, all from home. Each week, our delivery driver will drop off 10 pounds of uncooked, unprepared raw meat on your doorstep in one of our eco-friendly 100% recycled paper bags between noon and 3 p.m. Then, come dinner time, you just rip and tear into choice cuts of freshly slaughtered beef, chicken, fish, and gazelle. Customize your box. Liver King Classic, all organs, no mercy. Apex Predator Pack, steaks only. Or build your own savage feast. Pause, skip, or go feral anytime. Leave it on your counter, in the sun, wherever your instincts guide. It's not spoiling, it's activating. Hello Flesh, because real apex predators don't refrigerate their kills. They devour them fresh, wild, and unapologetically alive. Sign up now at HelloFlesh.com. First box ships in ambient glory, half off for new carnivores ready to reject the cooked tyranny. Your enzymes are waiting. Your ancestors are proud. Don't let heat win. Time for the show. You know, if there's one thing that being the director of America's favorite pod crust, it's making sure that the rank and file stay positive. Positive reinforcement is the lead pipe behind the skull of Time for the Show. And we have to exercise that regularly. But every once in a while, we gotta vent. We just gotta let it out. And that brings us to my favorite part of the show. It's the rhetoric of negativity. We're gonna go around the room and see what's blowing hot air under your blanket tonight. Why don't we just start with America's favorite podcruster himself? What's your rhetoric of negativity, Peas?
I don't know. I gotta tell you, here's the thing, kids. I'm old. I'll admit that. And I can remember a time when a man paid a good hard-earned 37 cents for a Big Mac at McDonald's. Okay? 37 fucking cents. But they don't tell you that you'd have to work 4 days to earn that 37 cents. But nonetheless, when you got the burger, it was built and given to you as designed. Like it looked like what you might see on television if you had a television, but you might have seen it at the bus station where you sat to weir off the cold winter winds. But it would look the same and it would be delicious. But today, made by some college graduate working on his doctorate too at the McDonald's, making some extra money to go to school. But these days, if you go to McDonald's, and I guess I shouldn't say McDonald's, if you go, Fid, you'll have to go back and chop that stuff out. I'll just say fast food establishment.
No free shout-outs.
Is your rhetoric of negativity people who talk about how cheap things used to be, even though when you adjust for inflation, they're less expensive now?
I was just getting ready to do the twist where I talked about how shitty they make the sandwiches now, and they're not even stacked.
All right, Shelby,
like
check
perpendicular. But now I just realized I called out the name like 4 times, and in the meeting we said we couldn't do that. So I don't even know if we'll be able to use any of my negativity.
I think you just became my rhetoric of negativity.
Yeah, I might have ruined the entire show this time, boys.
All right, did you timestamp that, Fox?
Yeah, sure.
But they do make the sandwiches fucked up. Fast food places in general, all of them are messing up the sandwiches real bad, and I don't like. It's sloppy, and it makes me real. I'm angry. Now I think I saved it.
Yeah, across social media over the past couple of weeks, it's been BurgerGate. You know when?
Man,
yeah.
I wished we got a viewer mail about that. That's an interesting subject.
Why don't you send one in really quick?
Yeah, tell us, Peas.
Email.
Wow. So the McDonald's guys. Oh, yes, I said McDonald's again. You sucked me into it. Damn it. Now I fucked it up again. So this one guy gets a burger called the Big Arch. I didn't think I could say that either, because then you know it's McDonald's.
No, it's okay that you have been saying McDonald's this whole time. That's not a problem that you've been saying McDonald's. You can keep saying that as you have been this entire show. You can keep saying McDonald's. There's no problem, and there's no reason that I have to spend time going back and editing this out, because it's a made-up word. So as you were, Peace.
All right. So anyway, I'm at McDougal's, and I'm getting my burger, and I unwrap the paper, and right off the bat, you know there's something wrong, because the paper, it's like wadded up almost on the bottom. It's not precisely folded, crisp, and all that stuff. So I undo the twisty wad part, and like the burger, the top bun is well off the meat. Like it is only half the bun is on the meat, and then that piece of meat somehow is only half on the bottom bun. And the whole thing, all the ketchup and mustard and all that stuff is now smeared all on the wrapper, so you can't even pick it up and try to fix it, because the cheese has melted the pieces of bread all together. It can't be repaired now without ripping the bun to shreds. And this is what they give you, and I don't understand. How can you when you're wrapping that, wadding that thing up and throwing it in the bag, that is some bullshit burger making right there. That's not how you want your burger. Like if you go to this place, you know what? You go, I can't go there. Why? They make burgers like I do. You know, that's not how you want things to be. But that's what's become
I don't have any sympathy for you, man. If you go to McDonald's, that's what you're going to get. And you know it. And you go there anyway. And then you complain about it. I mean, come on.
I think it won't be that way this time. They're supposed to have standards.
Right.
It's like if you go out on a date with a girl and then she sleeps with you on the first date and you're like, what a whore. And you never see her again, you know? That's
how you feel when you go to McDonald's?
Yeah, but you keep going back because you keep.
I don't.
Maybe they'll
I
do
don't-
it right this time.
Well, damn. Then you're
Maybe
gonna
they'll
have
do
a.
it right this time.
Yeah. You're codependent, Peas. You're codependent on McDonald's. You're that battered wife that just you keep
You go
blaming
across the
yourself
street to
every time
Jack
you
in the
open.
Box. But if you go to Jack in the Box, it's the same way. It's like in this universe, the idea of a stacked hamburger sandwich is unheard of. Everything is like leaning off to the side, getting
What-
gradually farther and farther away from the bottom bun's diameter. It just pretty soon it looks like you got a whole sandwich spread out like a deck of fucking cards. That's what's matter in this fucking universe.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? Just pop into a bar,
Okay.
order a beer, and get a burger, and it'll be delicious.
That was my negativity of negativeness. That's my
Not
blind
bad,
eye.
geez. Not
That's my blind
bad.
eye.
What's your rhetoric of negativity, Fid?
Well, other than P's rhetoric of negativity, my rhetoric of negativity is I'm gonna make P's feel better here because my rhetoric of negativity is me. It's me this week.
What?
I'm targeting myself. Sometimes a rhetoric of negativity is an idea. Sometimes it's a place. Sometimes it's a person, and it's a person, and it is me. I'm pointing the laser beam of rhetorical negativity against myself. And here's why. Because, there aren't a lot of things that are more charming and heartwarming than a certain class of YouTube videos where there are these people who are challenged with developmental disabilities, and they're special people, and they're also
They're 3 foot shy of a coax cable.
they're special people. They're also very happy people. They're very simple people, and they have simple dreams, such as having a YouTube channel that's popular. And then they do what a lot of people who aren't challenged don't do and talk about doing and never do. They actually start a channel and they start pumping out content, namely mostly chugging apple juice and yoo-hoos. But they do it. And they regularly put out content, and you know what? It does get really popular. And people watch it, and they share it, and it makes them happy, and it makes the viewer happy, and everybody in the comments is all about it, and they say, never stop posting chugging apple juice with your signature personality. Am I putting this charitably enough, Dr. Fox, Mr. Censor?
I think it's just friendly enough, yeah.
Now here's the point. I've come across this genre of YouTube videos recently, and it's great. It is highly entertaining. I recommend you seek it out. And the content creator themselves would appreciate that too. And I felt really good inside and really heartwarmed. And I'm like, good for this guy, man. He's actually achieving his dreams. Let me see how many views he got. Uploaded 3 weeks ago, 252,000 views. And that made me mad at this poor little innocent person who's overcoming developmental disabilities and achieving their dreams of YouTube success, who did nothing wrong to me. And I found myself despising him. 252,000 views in 3 weeks. That's more. Bug Thunderdome, the music video we recorded for Rubik's Cube, is still under 1,000 views. That was 3 months ago.
I think it's more than that. I think it's like 5 months ago.
Yeah. So the target of my rhetoric of negativity this week is me, because I got mad at a special person for being successful.
Nice. If it makes you feel better, you're special for pretending it's episode 3 from 2014 and being a blind eye on yourself. But yeah, it's fine. We'll take it.
You're right. It's not the first time.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't think Fid was on episode 3. All right.
For those of you who don't know, in this new generation, the Gen Z kids, we used to have this thing called a phone. And when you didn't want to do stuff, you had this phone. It was attached to the wall, and you'd call up your boss. He couldn't see your face or what you looked like. You just, I can't make it in. You'd hang it up. Or you say, I'm going to do this with the report. They called it phoning it in.
That's what it was
that's
called?
what I did.
Yeah, that's what Vid Julie just did. To my beloved show.
It is a sweet show. It
Yep.
deserves better, don't you think?
Phoned it in.
Don't think. Is anybody going to ask me what mine is?
I'm curious.
What's your blindtorical negativity?
Yep.
My rhetoric of negativity aims towards people who keep their piss jugs and their cup holders.
Nice.
I
I feel like you've thought this out.
Yeah, well, it goes against the spirit of the road.
Right?
You know, piss spends so much of its life just stored. It's all kinetic energy, and it's just waiting to be free. And then what do? You put it in another container, and then you shove that in your cup holder. No, you need to chuck that bottle down in the floor. Let it roll around for a little while.
I say you leave it in the cup holder and you pick up hitchhikers.
Well, I guess I kind of have to rhetoric of negativity myself this week. I know that might be... No, we might not have done that before. Personally, I had an experience. I had picked up Reverend, my wife, one night after I had been driving across the state, and she picked up the McDonald's cup that was sitting in my cup holder, and I'm telling them, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was focused on the road. It's the spirit of the road was calling to me. And before I could say, hey, wait, don't drink that, she took a nice big swig through the straw that was in the cup. So just straight to the back of the mouth. And she got to find out what it would be like dating a German guy that night. And so, I'll take that rhetoric of negativity onto myself. I deserve that. And it's from that experience that's why I believe so vehemently in letting your piss slosh all over the floor.
Yeah.
Especially, it's great when you get pulled over at 3 a.m. and they shine the light in there. They look at the cup holder, but they want to know what the one in the floorboard is. And like, oh no, officer, that's nothing. But sure, go ahead.
Look, everybody knows.
Give it a whiff.
Oh, we're really burying that McDonald's faux pas, aren't we?
You're supposed to use
in the end, that'll be
Gatorade bottles. The standard operating procedure of road piss containers is Gatorade bottles. They got the wide mouth, so you're not going to spray while you're driving.
Yep.
And they have good roll action, but they're too fat to get between the brake and the floorboard, so they're not going to jam you up like a Coke bottle might. So they're safe. They're for like the moms that care about their children, that don't want to crash while they're pissing.
Do you guys miss glass containers?
They went away at one point or something?
No, they're just kind of, everything used to be glass. Gatorade used to be in glass. It came in a big pallet. It was heavy. It was a glass bottles. All your soda was in glass. Milk was in glass. Everything that was liquid was in glass. I'm just wondering if you guys miss it.
Yeah, one asshole ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
And now we all have microplastics in our left nut.
You know what? My favorite part of peeing in a Gatorade bottle is that it makes everybody think that I'm too massive to try and fit my tip into the neck of a glass Coke bottle.
I feel like I'm fooling somebody when I do it.
Yeah,
But that was
get
my
one over 'em.
rhetoric of negativity last week.
It's called a callback.
I'm just explaining it for the people that are just tuning in. Dr. Fox.
Well, everybody should go listen to last week's episode.
yeah. Then listen to this again, and you'll get the callback.
Yeah. Give us those downloads. We need them. Speaking of downloads, let's download onto the next favorite part of the show. Why, it's the Rather Wringer, where I will present my two handsome boys here a hypothetical situation and see which they would rather do. All right. Do you want to share them, or do you want your own? What do you want, Peas? Do you want an exclusive Rather Wringer, or do you want to share it with Fid and see what he says?
I want to share it with Fid.
You want to share it with Fid?
Yeah.
You're so hospitable.
Cute.
I appreciate that. All right, Peas. So you're going to answer first. Would you rather have teeth that always whistle when you talk, or an unmaskable body odor that smells like Lucky Charms?
Those are both entertaining suggestions. And strangely enough, Julie and I have spent a weekend where both of these things happened, where he did smell like Lucky Charms the entire time, but I found out that was later because he'd had a terrible accident and had eaten Lucky Charms before he had that terrible accident. It's in our movie, Time for the Movie, starring the Peas. And it's one of the clever little outtakes that we have. But
You're going to need an answer here.
I'm going to go with I would prefer to have the whistling teeth, because I might pay to have that done anyway. And I know what the other thing, I know how that works, how that happens.
What kind of whistle would it be?
A melodic one.
Yeah. I'd go for a train whistle myself.
Yep. Like when the rappers have the big heavy diamond grill and they're like, listen up here, twin. My whistle would be like on all the syllable changes.
I'm going to agree with Peas. Is this scored? We've never done this before.
No, it is not. It's not scored.
Okay. Well, I'm going to agree with Peas then, because I want the teeth that always whistle, because then I could really fuck with sound guys. Like every time I'm in front of a microphone and it just keeps I just
hear that?
My hands up in the air and he keeps moving dials and stuff.
You hear that whistle?
Yeah. And he thinks it's feedback and he can't. It's pissing him off because he can't get it out of the board. And he's checking chords and shit. Yeah. So I'm
telling you, somebody from Hungary or Germany is listening to this right now and booking appointments to get teeth whistles tomorrow. Oh, wunderbar. Teeth whistle. The latest American thing from Time from the Show.
Send the photo and
Sven, we get teeth whistles tomorrow.
All right, so we'll throw this next one over to Fid. Fid, you'll answer this one first.
I'm excited, Fid.
Fid, would you rather have your boss read your internet browsing history every week? Or would you rather give your significant other your life's search history in hard copy?
okay, life search history up to this date, not like a perpetual. It gets cut off today, right?
Yeah, like they're not going to keep getting updates. Oh, you went to Yahoo.
Yeah, we'll up to today. Up to today. Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then, but with the provision that she can never ever see anything I ever look up ever again.
No, we didn't say that.
If she gets everything I ever saw up to now, then she's cut off from anything ever again. Like, if she physically looks at my phone, it'll be blurred out just to her eyes.
Yes. Yeah, well, I like that. Let's go with that. So up to
Yeah.
this point, she can see anything you've ever searched for on the internet. Or your boss sees what you have been browsing every week. And that would be into perpetuity.
I'm going with both. Actually, can I do both, please?
Well, which one? If you could only pick one.
I can't only pick one. I can't. I want both. Normally people go, oh, neither. I wouldn't want to. No, both. Both. I'm going with both. Write it down. We can settle it. We can debate it in court later, but that's what I'm going with.
How about you, Peas?
Well, I'm gonna go with the hard copy for a couple really good reasons. First of all, it'd be overwhelming. I know I've personally read the internet twice, and I'm working on my third time. So that's a lot of history. Second of all, paper, there'd be a lot of URLs that you couldn't click to, so you'd have to like search through the big giant mound of fucking paper to find that site. And I think that the paper aspect of it would be overwhelming to the average person. They would lose interest in trying to find anything after a few moments, and they'd probably decide they need something better than this to entertain themselves. And what better way to entertain yourselves but by watching It's Time for a Movie, starring your friend, The Peas.
Is It's Time for a Movie the sequel to Time for the Movie?
It could be with the right funding.
Peas, I think this is the most you've talked about Time for the Movie since we tried to get everybody to watch Time for the Movie.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
I've had a lot of people watch it recently and tell me that it was it's the best. And I don't want. Here's the thing. I'm very proud of this movie, as I hope that everyone within earshot of this podcast is, because what a tremendous thing that that took place in the course of making that happen. Cosmac, you, Fid, just the whole gang. It's just amazing to me. And then it's really fucking good. And every now and then, somebody at my Jeep Club or someplace where I'm at, and they'll be like, I'll kind of let drop that I was in an award-winning movie. And they'll be like, oh, I want to see it. And one of two things happens. I always give them the movie, and if I never hear from them again about the movie, and if they avoid eye contact with me from that point on, I know that they watched some of it, but they didn't watch the whole movie, and I'm not sure I want to be friends with that person either. But every now and then, someone will come back and they'll be like, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I had a woman that works with my wife say, that was the funniest stupid movie I've ever seen in my life. And I thought that was the best praise. And
that is the best praise that the movie has gotten, yes.
Did you get some? Because ever since that movie came out, I've been swimming in pussy, dude. Like,
yeah,
it's been unbelievable. It changed my life.
So I think it's a great.
I had to go to rehab.
We wanted the full experience, but
I got Hollywood fever.
What's the next fuck, marry, kill?
You want another one? All right. Peas, throwing it back to you. Would you rather be the fastest person on Earth, but only when walking backwards? Or have super strength, but only for opening child-proof bottles?
Well, Carrots would tell you I'm already super fast. So I don't know that I would want to be any faster. But then child capsules can be tricky. You know, they make them a lot of different ways these days, too. It's not just like a simple push down and twist. You know, that's not too challenging. Some of them you got to squeeze, like, the ends a certain way. And then if you live in a state where they have, like, pharmaceutical weed, The Ziploc bag they give it to you, and it's got to be pulled. I'm going to super strength to open child-proof things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. That's the practical thing for me. Yeah.
How about you, Fit?
I'm definitely going with the super strength for childproof caps because, at the end of a long day,
Fit is a
work,
child.
I gotta blow off some steam. The way that I like to blow off steam the most is I turn off all the lights and I put on the Lawnmower Man on TV, the director's cut, not the gay.
Don't waste your time with the regular shit.
Yeah, the director's cut, and I sit down just by myself with a wine spritzer and a bottle of Flintstone vitamins, and I just eat those Flintstone vitamins like popcorn and watch the Lawnmower Man, and then I can feel the niacin start kicking in,
Your favorite Flint?
And I think Barney has the most niacin. That's why he's that color.
He's purple, right? Barney's purple, right?
His big nose got stuck in my throat.
Oh man! But the thing is, once I start about Act 2, once I start getting the jitters, it gets harder to open those Flintstone vitamin bottles, and then my hands are shaking from all the niacin, and then I could really use that super strength. It could help me get through even more bottles of Flintstone vitamins. Sometimes I try to see, I'm going to break my PB. How many bottles of Flintstone vitamins can I eat before the director's cut of the Lawnmower Man gets to the end? And when I say the end, I mean the end of the credits, not the end of the movie, because that's not fair. It's included in the running time. My current record is 15. 15 bottles. The 90 bottles. The regular size ones.
I really want to get
what's holding me back? Not being able to open the fucking bottles when the niacin is flowing through my veins.
Didn't you think that the Lawn Cutter Man movie was going to have more lawn cutting themed scenes?
No, it's like Jaws. It's because you didn't see it that much. It makes it scarier. There was one scene where he killed a guy that bullied him earlier in the movie with a lawnmower by controlling the lawnmower with his mind. At that point, I'm already tripping, dude. I'm already tripping balls on Flintstone vitamins.
You're banging Betty.
Whew.
Banging the Betty.
Yeah, banging the Bettys.
I really want to get some tiny plastic bags and just keep a single Flintstones vitamin in those.
Get arrested for it.
And I'll throw those. I'll throw those in the floorboard with my Gatorade piss bottle.
Oh, what you got here, son? Some STC? No, man, that's just some bouncing Betties, boss.
I have a single Flintstone vitamin embedded in
bouncing Betties. That's what all the kids are taking now.
Extra vitamin C, sir. And you bet your ass I'm traveling.
You bet you. I'm doing that.
My left incisor is a fake tooth, and inside is a single Flintstone vitamin. I can flick the tooth open, dispense the vitamin. Like if my hands are tied behind my back or something.
Yeah.
Just knock that thing right out. Bam.
I don't answer questions.
All right. I got one more.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Throwing it back over to Fid. Fid, would you rather someone dismissively tell you that's crazy at the end of every conversation, or be the funniest person in the world, but only to people from Mesa, Arizona?
That just described Fid. Both scenarios described Fid Julie exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm kind of disqualified from this because they're supposed to be hypotheticals. So,
that's a little close to home, Fox, you hurtful bastard.
I feel a duty to rescind myself from this question in the name of ethics because it's supposed to be a hypothetical. So yeah, I pass.
Peace.
What are the choices again?
Someone dismissively tells you that's crazy at the end of every conversation, or be the funniest person in the world, but only to people from Mesa, Arizona.
So be an active subgenius or somebody on house arrest in Mesa, Arizona. Those are your choices, basically. That's what it boils
Also a
down to.
subgenius, yeah.
Yeah, also a subgenius. Well, I'm gonna go with the Arizona one because I know that there'll be movie theaters there where I could watch Time for the Movie, starring the Peas.
You know what? That is the best movie with peas in it in the world. That can be unequivocally stated.
It is. It's true.
Well, that's it for this week's Rather Wringer. When we come back from our next little break here, it's going to be Proving Grounds. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. You're listening to Time for the Show.
Incoming transmission from the Negaverse. Incoming transmission from the Negaverse. Incoming transmission from the Negaverse. Incoming transmission from the Negaverse.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Reverend Negative. Tune in to Negative at 9 and Negative at Night. Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. on slackradio.org.
What in the name of J.R. Bob Dobbs is going on here?
I'll tell you. Slack. Preaching.
That this all makes sense.
Music. Sensory barrage. Tune in to Shock and Bob every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern on Slack Radio.
Is this recording or not? Hey there, you underworked, underpaid, underslack mutants and closet yetis. Sneak under your desk right now. Tired of the conspiracy's same old humdrum soundtrack grinding your foot gland into pink mush? Then crank up the Quivering Brain program on slackradio.org every Sunday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Philo Drummond here, and I'm not going to yap your damn ears off, just pure, uncut slack. Quirky vintage brain melters, modern mutant anthemic stilt music, bone-peeling leftover dinner rejects, and yes, even some normal pink oddities. All stirred into a miasmatic yet melodic soup. And when I'm feeling particularly creative, I might wrap it around a theme of some kind. Shazam for song titles. No guilt, no losers, just pure brain-quivering slack straight into your third nostril. That's slackradio.org. Plug in, slack off, and let your brain take a walk. Praise Bob and let there be slack. Yeah.
Yo, it's that time you hear the drop. Slack Radio, we shut it down, ain't gonna stop. Yeah. Virgin Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, don't be late. Let's go. The only show about Armageddon, seal your fate. Get ready for the bass drop, feel that rhythm in your soul. Shake the only show about Armageddon you can shake your booty to. Shake your booty to. Virgin Friday, Slack Radio, be there!
You're listening to Time for the Show! Yeah! I haven't hit that one in a while. Oh, that felt good. Wow! Well, I guess everybody's all lubed up and ready, so why don't we stretch it out just for a few more minutes with my favorite part of the show. It's the Proving Grounds, where we're going to go through a couple of actual real-life headlines and see what we can pop off the top of our heads. You guys ready to pop one off for the folks at home? Caught myself
so close
there.
to popping. Yeah.
We are the original edging lords of comedy. So, all right,
it's never quite funny. We get it to where it's almost funny, and then we just hold it right there, right before you laugh.
You ready, Peas?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Number one. Stories from Rome. 2 Italian anarchists blow themselves up while making a bomb.
Marx Brothers become a duet.
Mario and Luigi acquitted because Bowser was registered as a foreign terrorist organization.
Local Antifa rep states, "We'll never forgetty when they became a spaghetti."
All right, I win.
Number 2.
Jeff Boyd.
Out of Alaska, comedian diagnosed with cancer traveled thousands of miles to kill his ex-wife, and he's later found dead in the woods. Mine was... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Jeff Dunham's puppets were brought in for questioning, but they're not talking.
I want to meet this woman because she's so mean that before he could kill her, he died in the woods. Like how's that even happen? I would think if you travel all the way to Alaska to kill your ex-wife, when you get there, you're not gonna soften your heart. You know, you went out there to do some business, and then I gotta know more about this story. Is he setting up his sniper's fucking nest and he drops off dead? Did he lose heart and ran off in the woods and a bear ate him? There's so much more to this. And I'll tell you what I learned about this. This guy was a shitty fucking comedian. You know how I know that? Because he couldn't even finish this punchline.
I think he did. The punchline was that he killed his wife by method of autoerotic asphyxiation and then later died of laughter in the woods.
Oh, but he didn't die. He didn't kill her. He just went there and died in the woods. We don't know how he died in the
my
woods.
story, he did, Peas.
These aren't our stories. They're the truth. They're the stories that Fox found for us.
Oh, we're doing a true crime podcast now? I thought we were doing a comedy podcast.
This part of it.
Hypothetical situations.
They
get more listeners.
You better
That's
stop
true.
that sausage
Maybe we should.
right now. We could be true crime for a little bit and have some comedic true crime things be said. It doesn't destroy from the formula.
Well, nobody's stopping you from starting a true crime podcast, Pete.
What are you, Ice-T all of a sudden?
All right, next one.
Out
of Quebec, 2 men accused of fathering hundreds of kids banned from donating sperm. Mine was they tried donating blood, but sickle cell wasn't in demand.
Oh.
Hockey chicks mourn the night. Hockey chicks mourn hot dog night.
They were just donating to write it off on their taxes. That's what I want to know. When you donate,
I have a follow-up statement.
Is that tax deductible? The value of your jizz? It's a donation.
Moving on.
Yeah. See, I was quiet. Did you see me be quiet, Fox? I had jizz jokes.
Did you? I was waiting. I
held back on him. I said, I'm not doing a jizz joke because that doesn't let me Dr. Fox happy. So I didn't do any of my jizz jokes.
Fox is mean.
Here's one for you then, Peas. Out of Switzerland, the bear on the coat of arms of Bern will continue to display its penis.
Well, I was really upset when they were trying to take my picture off of that t-shirt the bear's wearing. But I think it all worked out good in the end. The bear's going to keep wearing the penis t-shirt. And, I'm kind of royalty now. My penis.
Vid?
Yeah, Fox, you didn't read the whole headline. It was, the bear on the coat of arms of Bern will continue to display its penis despite now identifying as a woman.
Feel the burn.
Wow. Oh, mine was local Pride Festival organizers embarrassed over case of mistaken identity.
That's a good one. That's a well thought out joke. That's what crafted.
The joke is because he's a bear.
Right. And it's like a whole play, like it could be a twink, it would be funny, but bear, sure.
Yeah, or an otter.
No, I'm not. What is an otter, dude? That's like halfway between a twink and a bear, right? That's like just a normal dude.
Reactivate your Grindr account; it'll tell you. All right, moving on. Out of California, driver watching YouTube crashes into highway patrol.
Driver was watching the live stream of his own dash cam.
Highway patrol immediately tells driver he can't park there.
Cop let it slide because he was edging to Thot talks upon impact.
Is this a Duncan's?
All right, next one. Also out of California, CSU Bakersfield hired a coach but police say he was moonlighting as a pimp.
It's supposed to find his bitches.
It's no surprise that the school reportedly thought that the student athletes weren't getting fucked hard enough.
Oh, nice. You think that's going to pass the YouTube guys? That's a good one.
NCAA jokes. Yeah.
Man, that is a good one.
All right. Next one. Out of Florida, man accused of using taco seasoning packets to stole $40,000 from Target. Man accused of using taco seasoning packets to steal $40,000 from Target.
See, again, I don't have enough information. Is he like selling is Target somehow hooked on taco seasoning and this guy is like showing up after work? Hey, Target, I got the kids right here. Is there a truck of taco seasoning missing that he's somehow in possession of? How much is $40,000 in taco seasoning? Is it a barrel? Is it all in one package? Is it all them little envelope? Like, how many of them little envelopes of taco seasoning is? I guess 40,000. They cost $1, right? At the Dollar General. I think if you go to Albertsons, they try to get like $2.50, $3.79 for them because they're ripping you off.
Well, the headline reads that he was using taco seasoning packets to steal.
I didn't do that. Like, is somebody allergic to it? So you sprinkle it and their eyes swell shut and you take the cash? I don't know how it works, but I can't think anything funny about taco seasoning and robbery.
Well,
here's the deal: tacos are just horse booger sandwiches. That's all they are. It's just a bunch of horse boogers between two pieces of bread and some salsa. Tacos are just horse booger sandwiches. And hey, if you want to get one of my tacos are just horse booger sandwiches t-shirts, you can go to supersphere.com.
Well, I had read that McCormick Seasonings was to reevaluate their new pepper spray deal.
God damn it.
Yep, you're welcome. Moving on.
Oh.
Out of Nashville, a Waffle House customer maced, tased, and zip-tied over a hash brown order.
Now, Waffle House's newest Wednesday night special offering.
He ordered a hash N-word. I mean, he had it coming. He shouldn't have said that.
Cops reportedly scattered, smothered, and covered the scene.
Yeah, see, I would have got that. I would have come to that, but I don't have Waffle Houses by me, and I forget that that's how you get them hash browns.
That's how you get the hash browns, scattered on the grill. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that every time I go after I avoid getting stabbed by sitting next to the register. I read that, and then if you ever get them that way, it's actually quite disgusting.
Not with that attitude.
Ooh.
But, here's the thing. We'll be fine because Waffle House don't care that I said that. Waffle House be like, yeah, he's right.
All right, last one. Out of Maryland. I've been waiting for this one. Here we go. Professional quadriplegic cornhole player arrested after shooting a passenger in his Tesla.
The assailant was later revealed to just be an amateur quadriplegic.
Yeah.
So it's stolen valor on top of everything else he did wrong. Shame on him.
The porn shoot was canceled when the car rental went out.
Nice.
I read that the police were excited to make the first arrest with their tactical hefty bag.
Don't you have so many questions with that headline? It's like, okay, I guess kind of what he's got a Tesla because he needs to have the car drive him because he's like quadriplegic. That's like he's got no hands and no feet, right? They're all paralyzed. So I get having the Tesla to drive him around because they can self-drive and stuff. But then he shoots the passenger
with his cornhole.
Yeah, maybe something's going. He's a professional, but where's the gun? How are you holding the gun? How do you pull the trigger on the gun?
With his cornhole.
Well, I feel that's easily slapped away.
I saw a police body cam video where they arrested a guy that only had one arm, and the cop broke out the cuffs and then like looked at the guy and then looked at his cuffs and then looked at the guy and went. He ended up cuffing him to his own belt loop. The one arm that he had to his own belt loop. I was like, okay.
I bet you that cop was a Marine.
That was, that was a hell of a night for Def Leppard.
All right, well, if you're the cop that arrested that one-armed guy, if you're listening, send an email to the show. Stay tuned to the end of the show to find out that address, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the apologies, where Peas is going to walk us through everything we did wrong tonight.
Right.
Take it away, Peas.
So, right off the bat, I was blown away when I started show tonight, kids, because there's talking about our numbers. And, we've got a whole crack staff. I want to say there's levels 32 to 34, maybe 35.4 sublevel at the Hypercube Laboratories that does nothing but show research so that we can fine-tune the show. If you remember last week, we spoke a little bit in some Hungarian language because we knew that due to our crack research staff, we had Hungarian listeners. Now our same staff has told us that Germans now have listened to the show tens of times, maybe hundreds of times. They're German, so they're not really letting us know. But if that's the case, wunderbar! And, we're all over the war thing. We're taking that mantle from you guys. We'll kill whoever, is bothering the rest of the world. Don't worry about it. We're good to go. But other than that, if you're listening in Germany, we'd like to thank you for listening. And, send us some things. We might want you to realize that the voices that you hear right now, if you're listening in Germany in the bondage B&D sub-basement that you're being paid to be brutally abused right now by a beautiful blonde woman, well, that's our voices. Me, the Peas, your hero, of course. Argus Fox, he's a doctor. And Fid Chuli smells like, unfortunately, Lucky Charms most of the time. He won't go see a doctor about it either. It's disturbing. Well, that's our show. We made some pitfalls. I amateurishly mentioned a major corporation, which we're not really supposed to do. But Fizz set the whole tone by talking about his chocolate butthole for some reason. I guess that's why we didn't do time for the teen segment this show. But whatever, it is what it is. We're bound to get better. We've been doing it for 9 years. And if it doesn't get better, that's probably not going to stop us from doing it anyway.
Consistency is key. You guys got anything else for the kids? No? All right, then. Well,
I was muted.
Did you have something, Fid?
Not anymore. It just slipped away since he already went into the ending.
You can get a free birdhouse at Home Depot if you ask for it, and there's no age limit. You can get it no matter how old you are.
You know what? I want Dem Lanks.
Dem Lanks?
I'm thirsty for Dem Lanks, man.
Let's give them
Dem Lanks.
You've been listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Go. Join the Showciety on the Hypercom Discord and get perks for supporting us on patreon.com/hypercube. Send us your questions, comments, and threats to email at timefortheshow.com. Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, and more. And find exclusive content like blogs and our award-winning feature-length film, Time for the Movie, at www.timefortheshow.com. You can also listen to classic episodes every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on slackradio.org and freethinkradio.com. Shoutouts to our Patreon supporters, Anna Andrews, Caller 23, Cosmac. Get your shout out for $1 at patreon.com/hypercube.
And we've got to thank Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for the music beds. That's Carl with a K, Casey with a C, at White Bat Audio. We buried those music beds, but they were there the whole time, just like your real dad.
This program is licensed Creative Commons Share-alike for non-commercial usage.